Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Dalia, and today we're back on Frostbite, which is my trash winter city core island, and we're working on another speed build today. I'm so excited for this one because it is a big build that I've been wanting to do on this island for a hot minute, and we're finally getting the chance to do it. So I'm going to show you guys where we're going to be decorating today, and yeah, all that fun stuff. So if you guys have been watching my channel, you gotta follow me this way. If you guys have been watching my channel recently, I started streaming and we worked on an area on my island in stream 2 days ago where we continued this apartment area, and I made an apartment area for Rolled right here. And then if you head up this way, I also made an apartment area for Wade. So what we're going to be doing today is kind of continuing and going off to the left and working out another villagers area, because mainly I only have villagers homes to work left on the island except for like 1 or 2 other spots. So we got a lot of work to do. But if you haven't checked out my streams yet, feel free to check them out. We're actually streaming today. If you guys are watching this the day that the videos goes live. So we have to get started. We're decorating a very large space, and you guys can probably already tell by the title of the video what we're working on. We're going to be building Curt a construction zone. So if you guys have seen my last couple of villager hunts, I said that I wanted Curt for this island just because he I don't know, he fits the aesthetic. So I wanted to make him a construction zone. Someone I think commented this a while ago that it would be really cool to do a construction zone, and Curt has the little bandage on his forehead, so I figured he kind of fit the vibe and the aesthetic of that build kind of perfectly. So we got Curt on the island finally. There's only 2 official other villagers I want for this island, and then I'll be finished my villager lineup, but we're gonna get a huge chunk of the island map finished today. So I have a lot of terraforming I have to do. It's just building up this entire cliff. I do have quite a bit of terraforming left to do on this island, a lot of moving cliffs around, and then we're gonna have a huge amount of water terraforming in the next build. Just a lot of things. So I'm not gonna be showing you guys the full terraforming in this build because does anyone want to watch me build up a cliff?
No, I don't really feel like it.
So I quickly built it up. This is what it looks like. Let me quickly show you. And we also make it a little bit bigger too. So what I wanted to do is connect this area to the top of my map where I have my Nook's Cranny, and what we're going to be doing is a lot of path placement in the next couple of minutes. But before we did any of that, I quickly wanted to grab Curt's house. Can we take a moment to talk about how cute he looks in his little pajamas? Apparently I interrupted his slumber. So I'm quickly going to customize his house, and if you've seen other villagers decorating on this island, you know that I'm going with very grayscale gray tones for their houses. And for Curt in particular, I wanted to do gray and white primarily as his color scheme, and then a black door, just because, you know, I wanted to mix up the colors a little bit. Pretty much everything I'm doing is pretty much gray, white, and black. So here I am placing down the path. Once again, I cut up this significantly just because it took me over an hour to figure out how I wanted to place the pathing down, and I had way too much footage, and I didn't want this video to be too long. I've come to the conclusion that shorter videos are just better, so I wanted the majority of this build to just be me placing down furniture items and showing you how I decorate. So, because we have a lot of decorating that we have to do, but I wanted to place the path down first. So essentially what I did is we have this entire road that kind of goes across, diagonally, down, diagonally, and then kind of stops abruptly. What's really great about this island is because it is a trash core island, a lot of the areas are under construction, as I am currently doing a construction zone specific build. So the road that's directly next to this area, because it's on the 2nd tier cliff as well, is just gonna end on a dead end with some construction items, which is, for this particular build, particular island in general, very on theme. So any construction areas you see, which on this island there are quite a few, it is very in theme. So I'm really enjoying the ability to do that, because placing roads on the second tier can be a little more challenging, just because you have to kind of try to make them flow and everything.
What?
We're flowing.
We're talking about cheese.
So what? Flow is flow.
So what I'm doing here is placing this dirt, like square rectangle kind of shape. This is where the construction zone is going to be. And then I place a bunch of pathing around the entire area, including my road path, and then a couple more dirt paths, or snowy kind of tile paths, as you'll see in a moment. And because this is mainly a construction zone area, I'm going to have a bunch of fake buildings around the rest of the spot. So where you see this like lighter beige stone path, this is where a lot of the fake buildings are going to go. But this is essentially what it looks like. Do I decorate this entire area, like the back and the top? No. But I decorate a good portion of it, including all the area that consists of like Curt's house and everything. Basically, the essential idea is that Curt's home is like placed in the middle of the construction zone, just because he's currently living here to work on the construction zone. So that's kind of what I did. So we use a lot of fencing, we use a lot of construction scaffoldings, and just basically a bunch of like items to make up this construction zone. So I do have fences placed around the perimeter and area already from when I made other builds. So essentially I'm just kind of completing the space with the fences and just kind of like encasing the area, because I felt the fences just kind of work to like section the space off from the rest of the areas. And I don't know, I've been doing fences across this island lately to kind of like section off spaces, and I think it works pretty well. And I even put like the warning signs on the ones in the front of the construction zone. Kind of looks like warning, danger, like construction zone kind of thing. So then I'm also using tons of the construction, what's it called? Like big machines. I've used a lot of smaller items on this island, like the ones I'm placing down, like the jackhammer and everything, but I haven't really got a chance to use the big ones. So it was fun to get the opportunity to use them in today's build. And what's really nice is that the main color scheme for this island is very grayscale, but my two accent colors are yellow and blue, and thankfully all of the construction like big machines come in yellow, so I was able to utilize them the best that I can. And now we're just kind of going around and placing lots of items down, because it's still Curt's house. I wanted to give him like a little lunch area, so I gave him a little lunch area at the front of his house, and then throughout the perimeter of the like where the dirt is just gonna be a lot of different variations of construction items. I just really wanted this to look like a construction zone that's kind of in a state of like messiness to match the rest of the island. So it's different than the other areas of the island that, even though some of them are under states of construction, they're very like small areas, and like they're still kind of built together in a way that looks as if they're like not completely under construction, but this area is like completely under construction, if that makes any sense. And then, like I said, I'm building up a bunch of very small buildings around this space just because I wanted it to still match all the other areas on my island. And I haven't actually done a couple of small buildings on this island in a hot minute, and I haven't done any on my second and third tier cliffs yet, so I wanted to make just a few of them. I feel like it also kind of makes it this area matches the apartments beside it. And I finally got to use this antenna. If you guys were in the last live stream, I was trying to make this antenna work in the area. It did not work, but it's such a cool item, and it looks so good on the cliff, especially next to his house. Like, look how cool that is. That looks so cool. I feel like I'm utilizing items that I've really not got a chance to really decorate with in this build, so it's been a lot of fun. And then I use a bunch of oil barrels. We're going to be using some more scaffoldings. Scaffoldings are a great item to give your builds a lot of height. And for this area in particular, I wanted there to be a lot of height because I feel like construction zones always look like they're in various states of creation. And so you have certain areas that are built up more than others as they're like kind of like underway. So that like I feel like the different items I used, from the fencing to the scaffoldings, and then Curt's house too, like everything kind of like just looks like different levels and different heights, which I really like. I quickly laid out the the cliffs for the other two fake buildings I'm gonna do, but you already saw the first fake building I made, which were primarily using retro transportation stops. Those are the only items I actually used to make fake buildings in this build, like in this particular build, but I do like different versions. Like this one, I made a little balcony, very small obviously. I also like the oil barrel bathtub, kind of looks like a chimney on the second cliff, and then I put vintage stool and like a little bottle of water there. And really I'm just trying to like make the area look very like run down around the construction zone, so the construction zone itself kind of like stands out compared to the other areas surrounding it, if that makes any sense. And then really I'm trying to make this to look like a construction zone in the sense that it looks like people work here. So as you see, like I put the porta potties, and like you have a little snack area, and I'm just trying to make it look as if like this is actually somewhere where people come to like work, which I think I succeeded in. And then you'll notice that with the retro transportation stops, I'm using primarily the gray and the rusted version, but because the color scheme once again has that yellow and blue thrown in, I do use the yellow retro transportation stops and the blue as well, just because they match the color scheme and they look very rusted and everything. And we're once again at that point in the build where I'm gonna have to like just basically throw down a bunch of trash bags, because trash bags are like the number one item I use on this whole island, because I'm doing trash core, which I did have someone ask me what trash core is. It's this. You just decorate with trash items and you make the areas look very messy and run down. And there's no like, rules to trash core. You can do whatever you want as long as it looks very messy and trashy. And for me, that includes using a lot of different trash bags. And also, we've had the 2.0 update up for like what, almost a year and a half now, and I only just realized now that there's different color variations for the nearly busted radio. So I used the blue one because I've been only using the brown because I thought that's the only one that existed. But you can get them customized from Reese and Cyrus, so I did that quickly over in Harv's Island, so that's great. But at this point, we're basically done with the general area, and I'm just kind of like throwing down like random items. Like I mentioned, we don't finish the entire surrounding area in this build today, but the area in front of Curt's house and like the fake buildings and everything around this area is finished, at least like that I know of. And then one last fake building I'm using the solar panel because I finally used the solar panel in the apartment building that we made in the last stream, and I think it looks really good on the top of a second cliff because like obviously solar panels are meant to be on roofs of houses, and I just think it looks really good. And it's blue, which once again goes with the color scheme. It's really, really nice. Honestly, this entire area is coming together really nicely, and I'm really, really loving it. I do put some simple panels in front of that cliff that you can see right there. That's at kind of like the front of the incline, but we don't decorate that area today. What I do is essentially just put the rest of the simple panels down so that it matches the rest of the space, and then we just leave it because I'm not quite sure what I want to put there yet. But it'll just be somewhere we decorate on stream, which I'm really enjoying decorating on stream. And if you are not subscribed already, or you don't have my post notifications turned on, feel free to do so you'll be notified of when we do some live streams, because we do villager hunts, we do building, as you guys can see, but we're also playing other games too. I played some Breath of the Wild. I started playing some Pokemon games and a bunch of other games. So if you would like to check out my streams, yeah, feel free. We don't have a set schedule yet, but you know, we're like still in early stages of streaming, but you know, it's fun. And I would love to have you guys over there. So what we're doing for this little space, like I said, under construction, small little area, using my safety barriers, which I love using safety barriers. It's so easy. You cut off the space, it's all good. And then I'm putting a couple of smaller construction items just to kind of indicate that this road is like not available for anyone to hang out with.
Huh? What?
And then I'm just using a couple of different smaller things like the cement mixer and like another iron little thing, whatever that thing is called, with a little toolbox, and that's really it. I'm just trying to like fill in the space, you know. I'm gonna throw down my scatter papers, which become like my favorite item to decorate with. My toy cockroaches, which we love. Someone did tell me on stream this week that they thought that the trash core that I've decorated with looks really cute, and I think it's my toy cockroaches. They're just so adorable. I don't know. There's something fun about decorating with them. Never thought I would decorate with the toy cockroaches in Animal Crossing, to be honest. When they first came out with that item, I'm like, don't really see myself using that ever. But then I didn't think I'd ever do a Trash City island. So, you know, you learn something new every day. So I'm just filling in this area, like I said, with the simple panels. Not quite sure what I'm going to be doing here, but we will figure that out at a later date. But I just wanted to, you know, have it decorated because I knew what I was going to put here. So might as well quickly finish that area, and then looks all good. And because I wanted it to match the top of the cliff, I put a couple construction scaffoldings here. Will they stay? Who knows? But I quickly time traveled to later on in the day where it's kind of overcasted and snowy, and this is definitely the time of day I'll be setting my dreaming dress too, because I love how it looks when it's all snowy on the ground. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, and without further ado, let's do our final walkthrough. Alright, that is everything for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I'm so happy with the way that this area turned out, and I hope that you guys like it as well. If you do, don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications so that you're notified of when I upload. I'm definitely planning on having this island finished the next couple weeks, so feel free to check out stream if you would like to see more decorating from me. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!